Hi everybody, I'm Jen from KetoCookingWins.com and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, by popular demand, I'm going to show you how to make my famous egg salad. Back when I had my restaurant, it was more of a deli to-go type place really. I sold tons and tons of these egg salad sandwiches. It's creamy, it's seasoned just right, and it's got loads of flavor. You're not going to believe how good egg salad can really be. Stick around, I'll show you how to make it. The first step in making egg salad is, of course, getting your eggs cooked properly. And I have a foolproof way of getting perfect eggs every single time. You might have a way to do it that's your way and it works for you, and that's great. Go for it. But to get perfect eggs, like this one, with no grayish brown ring around the yolk, they're perfectly cooked, they're light and fluffy inside, there's an easy way to do it. First, you take a pot and you're going to put in 6 eggs into water in the pot. Cold water is fine, hot water is fine, doesn't really matter. You're then going to put your pot on the stove and bring it to a boil. Let it boil for exactly 5 minutes. When the 5 minutes has passed, all you need to do is turn the heat off, leave it on the burner, pop a lid on it, and let them sit for 10 minutes. 5 minutes of boiling, 10 minutes of cooking time, or 10 minutes of resting time, and then you can pop your eggs under the faucet, cool them down with some cold water, and then get ready to peel them. That will give you a perfectly cooked, light and fluffy egg, just like this. I have saved some time today by pre-boiling some eggs. Once they're cooled and easy enough to handle, they're not going to burn your hands, you just want to tap it lightly on the counter in a few places just to get your finger in under the shell and to start removing the shell from the egg. Look how beautifully these peel off. I don't know. Some people say fresher eggs peel easier than older eggs. I've peeled a gazillion eggs in my day, and I haven't really noticed that much of a difference. But I do know that when you don't overcook the egg to get that brown ring around the egg yolk, they do seem to peel easier. So don't overcook them. 5 minutes at a boil, 10 minutes sitting time, that's all it takes. So I've got my 6 eggs here ready to go. All right, so next you need to chop up your eggs. Pretty simple. Get yourself a big knife. I love Henkel's knives. If you read my blog at all, you'll see me talk about them all the time. I'm just going to roughly chop this egg. I cut each half into about 3 strips and then turn them sideways and give them a chop this way. You don't want your egg finely mashed up or you're going to end up with baby food eggs, which that may be what you're after, in which case go for it. But I like my eggs to have a little bit of texture in the egg salad. They are perfectly cooked. I'm amazed every time I cook them. It never gets old. Now, this egg salad is seasoned a little bit differently. And I'm going to try and tell you about that while I'm not cutting off my fingers. In this egg salad, we have, of course, the creamy element comes from mayonnaise and sour cream. I'm not a big mayonnaise fan. I can appreciate that it's got a good creamy factor to it, but I don't really like it. I mean, when you think about it, mayonnaise is really just whipped oil, and that kind of grosses me out a little bit. So I like to use some sour cream in there. Plus, the sour cream gives the eggs a bit of a tanginess. Mayonnaise has a bit of a sweetness to it, which is fine, but I like a bit of tanginess in my egg salad sandwich. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit of lemon, because anytime you've got something creamy, it can usually benefit from a hit of acid as well, which of course comes from the lemon. So do you see how quick that was? 6 eggs, chopped up, no time, all done. Now, into my eggs, my roughly chopped eggs, I've got about 2 tablespoons of sour cream. In you go. I'm going to put in about the same amount of mayonnaise. In you go. Of course, if you like it gooier, Feel free to add a bit more mayonnaise and sour cream. If you like it a little bit drier, go a little bit less. You can always add more, but you can't take it away, of course. There we go. That's just about perfect in there. Creamy and delicious. All right. Now, of course, this could be called egg salad. I mean, it is chopped eggs. It's got some dressing on it. You could be done here. I'm not done here. I'm a chef. I love flavor. And flavor is what we're going to add to this today. We're going to add 1 finely chopped green onion. I say finely chopped because you don't want a big hit of onion from a big piece of green onion. So chop it up pretty finely. We're going to add chopped fresh parsley because, well, parsley makes everything better. And when you get a taste of that freshness from the onion and the parsley, it's just so good. Mix that in. There we go. Oh, just a comment about the eggs. I did use extra large eggs today, but you could use large eggs, medium eggs, small eggs, whatever. Decrease the cooking time a little bit by a minute or so if you're using medium or small eggs. Large and extra large eggs, cook it about the same. All right. Also into this, get ready for this, I'm adding 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Oh yeah, garlic powder. It's not going to make the egg salad particularly garlicky, but it is going to give it a subtle flavor that really gives it a nice savoriness. I'm also adding about 1/8 teaspoon of dried oregano. I'm just going to crumble that up between my fingers before putting it in to release some of that flavor. I also have 1/8 teaspoon of dried thyme. Thyme and eggs are a perfect combination. Just again, crumble that in as we go. And I'm also going to add 1/8 teaspoon of salt because it needs salt, and a few grinds of black pepper. That's it. Now, because this is a creamy dish, and like I said, creamy dishes can often benefit from the hit of some acid. A little bit of acid just really brings out the flavors. So we're going to add just a squeeze from this lemon. Just 1/4 of a lemon or so. It doesn't take much. About a teaspoon of lemon juice is all it takes. Oh, minus any seeds, of course. There we go. Just like that. And that, my friends, is egg salad Chef Jen's way. It's totally keto, it's totally delicious, and it's going to totally change how you feel about egg salad. Give it a try today. Don't forget to subscribe to the video. Drop a comment below or a question. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you enjoy it.